A quiet Vancouver neighborhood wakes up this morning to a grim reality. A house fire took the lives of 2 people. Good evening, I'm Melanie Wingo in for Anna Canzano. That fire broke out around 1:30 this morning along Northeast 13th Circle, and K2's Joe Ranieri joins us now live from that neighborhood. Joe, firefighters, they're still at the scene, right?
Yeah, Mel, they've been out here all morning long. Since you said a little after 1:30 is when this fire broke out, and behind me you can still see fire crews as well as Vancouver Police's mobile police unit out here. Now, the house that caught on fire is actually just on the other side of that one fire truck. Most of the damage was suffered on the master bedroom side of the house, is what neighbors tell me. In fact, neighbors say they actually had their house shake a little bit right before they started seeing flames. Hot, bright orange flames is what Kathy Larson and her roommate woke up to early Easter Sunday morning.
Together we ran over there. However, I just had bare feet and it was all glass, so I had to back off. And by then people are yelling, get away, it's going to explode.
Oh my God.
As their neighbor's house lit up the early morning sky,
it was pretty amazing to watch it just completely engulf the house in a very relatively short period of time.
They were trying to avoid shattering glass to try to help the people inside.
So we were pounding on cars and yelling.
The fire was so intense it even stopped firefighters from getting closer.
Huge flames through it wasn't a little fire. So at that point, we were hopeful that, we could get someone out of there, but there was no way we could even, the firemen didn't breach the house for a long time because it was so bad.
But it's what neighbors Courtney Claiborne and John Himes say jolted them out of bed.
It sounded like an explosion, like an IED, or something you'd see sound from war. It was so loud that it shook the whole house, woke her up out of a sleep.
Have you ever heard of anything like that before?
No, it really sounded muffled, like it was inside something. You hear a car crash, it sounds different than that. It sounded really like an explosion inside of something.
That has investigators trying to figure out what led to this deadly fire. Now, we know 2 bodies were found inside this home, and so far their identities has not been released. Now, I did talk with an investigator about an hour ago who says it could be a couple more days before they figure out exactly what caused this fire. In Vancouver tonight, Joe Ranieri, K2 News.
And Joe, you also talked with a guy who has actual video surveillance from his own house.
Yeah, it's pretty shocking. One of the neighbors I spoke with actually has surveillance cameras just as kind of a precaution to protect his property, obviously, and he actually has it stamped at 12:38, seeing a white car pull up to the driveway and someone getting out of that car, and about an hour later is when this fire took place, and he actually handed over that surveillance video to firefighters as well as police officers, and he was telling me he was pretty shook up to realize he was one of the last people to see this person alive.
And you can bet the investigators want to get their hands on that. They have it. They're going to probably go through it with a fine-tooth comb. Thank you so much, Joe.